we are going to start off um, the tournament by watching Pandemonium versus Last Respects. I was about to say Last Resort because, the first three letters definitely threw me off there, but it's all right though. I was able to catch myself there. But yeah, so what can you tell me about a couple of these teams, Umbra?
Well, as far as I know, these teams are currently competing in the elementary bracket, and we're going to be doing a Swiss round. So it's going to be elementary, senior, sophomore, and freshman. With senior, it's going to be the highest tier, but everyone is going to be competing first just in this elementary round so we can see what they're going to move on to. Currently, Pandemonium is seeded third out of the 7 teams in the tournament, and Last Respects is seeded sixth. So it looks like it's going to be a really close match for both of them.
Oh boy, I do love me some really close games happening because you know what that means. Things are about to get very intense during these next couple of games here. But we're gonna wait it out for just a moment here, folks. Before we get started, I just want to let everybody know that for those of you who don't know what the Stronghold Beginners Academy is all about, basically it is the perfect and easiest way to join competitive Splatoon if you are wanting to start out but don't know where to start. Definitely check out the website where it'll give more information about the Stronghold Beginners Academy. There's also the link to the form. And you can also check out the calendar at the bottom of the website, and it will give you all of the information on when applications are open. As a matter of fact, applications are open for the next couple of weeks. So if you guys are interested, make sure to sign up now. And yeah, definitely a perfect opportunity for you to start looking and forming teams with other players.
I just want to say something before we start the event. Thanks to everyone for coming out. I'm seeing we have, 37? 37 people are going to come in and tune into the stream. So really happy to see everyone's giving support to the Academy.
Yeah, and also just rooting for some of the teams that are going to be competing today. I gotta say though, like it's always wonderful to see like these two teams just just working really hard during this like period, and just getting to show like uh online to see what they are capable of, what kind of weapons they like to play. Definitely the most important thing, like what weapons that they play, because it really identifies themselves as a player.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can't wait to start off with this first set. Hopefully, we get into it very soon. It looks like the first round is going to be Rainmaker, Humpback, Pump Track. It's going to be very interesting for this team to play on.
Oh boy, definitely an interesting start because Humpback Rainmaker is definitely one of those map modes where the lead isn't safe and anything can just happen. So yeah, like we're gonna see what's gonna happen with both of these teams, and yeah, like honestly, just very curious to see how they will put up in this map mode. But also, I'm noticing that for the next two games, um, we do see Robo round two is going to be Robo Ramen Splat Zones, a bit of a popular map mode nowadays. And the third and final round, if we get a tiebreaker, is going to be Mako Mart on Tower Control, another classic.
Ooh, Rainmaker, Humpback, I do agree. The lead is never safe, especially after that first checkpoint. Anything goes. If they get a good special out, get 2 players down, that team can just rush it to the pedestal. So this is going to be an intense first match.
Yes, siree. Definitely cannot wait to get this battle started here. But I guess while we wait, it seems like we are dealing with some technical difficulties at the moment. I guess while we wait, we might as well chat a little bit. How are you doing today, Umbra? How's the weekend been treating you?
Pretty good, actually. Well, what? Today's a Sunday. I just finished up my first aid course because I'm doing lifeguarding now, and I had to do my recertification. It was like, oh,
Ooh.
brutal, man. It was like a 12-hour course, 9 to 9. I live in Canada, so I'm in Eastern time. What about you, Sib?
Oh, just hanging in there, just having, just, I think you could tell that it's been a pretty interesting weekend. A lot of things happened yesterday. Starters, I got a haircut. I wish I could show it off on stream, but that's gonna wait for a while. So y'all have
Give me a
to wait
secret.
and see. Yeah, it's gonna be a secret. Y'all have to find out soon enough once we start using, face cams and everything. But other than that, though, yeah, I've just been, kind of been hanging out with a lot of folks yesterday as well. Just hanging out with them, playing games. Just enjoying my summer vacation before starting off my semester at my university. And yeah, but honestly, the thing that really got me very excited is just being here, getting to not only commentate with you, but also getting to commentate these new fresh faces that will be representing the next generation of competitive Splatoon.
Yeah, I mean, really nice to be commentating with you today. And the staff is doing a great job, as well as the academy, and the coaches and the team managers have been doing amazing. They've been contributing so much to the community. And I think, well, even look at these banners. I love the little salmonid and, like, what is it, the wolf for Pandemonium? Like, it looks amazing. And then just all of our art we've been doing recently. I just can't believe how much the academy has grown since season 0.
Yeah, yeah, the Splatoon Stronghold has really came a long way, and a lot of growth has been happening these last several months, I should say. So it's really awesome to see, like, to really see how far they are now, and honestly, I'm just super excited to see what the future holds for not only the tournaments being hosted by the Splatoon Stronghold, but just from the organization in general, like just everything.
Hmm. Do you have any thoughts about the next maps as well, like Robo Ramen Zones? Any thoughts on that? Only thing I'm kind of wanting to see, if there's going to be any slider cheese, we're going to be really excited about that.
I don't know. I mean, I have a thing or two against zones cheese and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but you know what? As long as I'm not involved in it, then I'm okay with it. Like, as long as I don't see any reef cheese on the opponent's side, then I'm chilling like a villain. But yeah. So it's honestly just great to be not dealing with reef cheeses every single time. Like, it's just the most annoying thing ever. But it is the most effective like strategy in splat zones according to many. So I cannot argue with that there. I'm just glad that I don't want to stay in that action. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
love to see it. It's super exciting because it's going to flip the zone crazy for us commentators. As a player, though, I hate it. I really do. But I think even with it, it's still really fun.
yeah. But what about Monta's tower here? What do you think we might expect?
Mako Tower? I imagine that maybe we're gonna see something like a blaster or some sort of form of AoE on this tower control map, as well as something like, oh, it looks like we're nearly ready. And then maybe even it could be interesting if we see something like a new sticker Splatana stamper. Booyah bombs work great on Mako Mart, I will say. I think Mako Mart is one of the better Splatoon free maps currently, especially as a tower control map. So it's gonna be super interesting, and it looks like we are starting right now. So, anything to say before we start, Sib?
Well, all I can say is we're just gonna put those two other map modes aside and get started with Humpback Pump Track on Rainmaker. And
Awesome.
right off the bat here, I'm seeing very, very colorful comms coming from both teams.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like only one team is running cooler. Dynamo, a great pick for Humpback Pump Track, one of the best weapons to play on it, as well as Dreadbringer. Looks like the other team, though, they're going to come out with a Stamper and a Zipcaster, as well as a Charger. It's going to be really interesting to see how this team is going to fight against it due to how much cover they can use to work around. Stamper seems like they're going in for a pick. Oh, they can't get it though. Does it look like they're gonna run the Rainmaker in? Oh, not quite.
Yeah, we did see earlier that Pandemonium were trying to get a start in trying to break the Rainmaker on the checkpoint there, but unfortunately, Last Respects was able to stop that push from happening. And what a beautiful snipe coming from the ZNF Charger.
Wow. Whoa. 2 down on both sides. It's a 2v2. We're just gonna see how it plays out. It looks like Pandemonium has strikes and Inkstorm ready. I wonder if they're gonna use it to push in. The other team does not. Oh, but he gets a really good trade. They're not gonna have missiles. It looks like the other team is still running strong because they popped their cooler out. Their Dynamo's back in. Their Nautilus is trying to fight for the middle.
Yeah, right now we see that both of these teams are trying to keep this very safe, but right now it looks like Pandemonium seem to be having a bit of a manage, and they did able to get a double
Wow.
pick. I'm not sure if that was from the pro, and I think it was definitely from the pro. I wasn't able to catch
It was
that
a
there,
slap on
but
pro, yeah. It was
okay,
slap
then
on from the pro, I think. Amazing.
yeah, definitely. And it looks like, and because of that, this does let Pandemonium able to break the first checkpoint.
It looks like they're gonna pull an early crab, try and pop the Rainmaker, but it doesn't seem to work. Their Dread, he's gonna try and provide support in the back, get some pain out. They get 2 down on Last Respect, so 3 down. Oh, this is gonna be a devastating push if they get forward, and they pop strikes. They're taking the Rainmaker. How far are they gonna run? 30? Oh, are they gonna stop it? 2 down again on Last Respects? Oh, but they take the Rainmaker down. It's only the Dread though. But the Dread
Yeah.
pulls it off. Oh, but this will wipe out.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, definitely a bit of a rough defense there coming from Last Respects. But sure enough, they were able to take out the members that were jumping into the ply here. And now this is Last Respects' time to shine in starting a push. But unfortunately, they got stopped by, I believe it was the Nautilus or the Stamper. Again, it was I'm losing track on
That's how they were both
who's
running
doing
at
the
it, yeah.
kills. But yeah, so right now, it looks like a Pandemonium is just trying to reset themselves and just trying to try to take control of mid here. But by the looks of it, they're really struggling against both the Dread and the Dynamo.
Oh, let's see though. If they run it, not quite. I wonder if they're gonna be able to pop the bubble and get it in though. That Stamper, he's pursuing the Dread, but the Dread pops an early crab tank. Can he get the jump? No, he can't, and he dies. Oh wow. Pandemonium looks like they're gonna try and run it even further. Maybe they're gonna try and stall the Rainmaker out on the corner. Dapples has a reef slide already though, so if he doesn't die, he can get a really good push going.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, it seems like they are willing to drop it down just so that they don't, just so that they have to put last respects in trying to restart their push to the first checkpoint here, and it actually was able to be successful. Um, because Last Respect seemed to be really struggling in trying to not only take control of mid, but just trying to survive from all of the resources being thrown from Pandemonium.
Yeah, oh, they take down the Stamper, but it's 3 down, and they lose their reef slider. Oh, it's gonna be really hard for them to get past that Nautilus, especially on this map, as well as those Tenta missiles. It's always gonna keep displacing them, and Pandemonium looks like they might get it. The question is, are they gonna get a new score? They get another kill on Dynamo. They're gonna break the crab. They might have an open shot at the pedestal right now. Are they gonna get it? Oh my god! And Pandemonium gets a knockout. Nice.
Yeah, very nice indeed. You know, I honestly wasn't expecting Pandemonium to take the left flank, the left route, because, you know, I feel like everyone already knows that taking the left route is a bit of an uncommon route. Normally, it is up to the backlines that take that specific route. But apparently the whole team of Pandemonium just wanted to give it a try and see how it goes, and apparently it worked for them, able to take the first round on their belt.
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of going the left route, it kind of looks like it's a massive choke point, but it is really easy access towards the pedestal. So while the right side is a conventional route to go, it looked like everyone on Last Respect was positioned over on the right side, which left their left side open, which meant the Rainmaker was able to get in before they could form a strong defense and stop them from getting through the choke point. So it looks like our next match is Robo Ramen Zones. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I saw a Dapple Doolies, so maybe we will actually see Slider Cheese here. Any comments on that?
Honestly, I think the Dapples is a really wonderful choice to continue playing in Robo Ramen zones, because I feel like not only does the weapon have Reef Slider, it also just dualies in general just have the ability to just like easily flank around and just catches enemies off guard. And as someone who plays dualies, I'm very excited to see what the Dapples has cooking this upcoming round, but we're gonna find out soon enough here. And yeah, I've just been noticing like a lot of very colorful comps coming from both teams. Yeah, we noticed a bamboo earlier. That was definitely really cool to see. We also got to see the I believe the ZNF scope, and normally ZNF scope isn't commonly picked a whole lot in competitive Splatoon, so it's nice to see it being picked again. Um, especially because I feel like this weapon, while being not the preferred backline, it is still a really good weapon that has a really great kit.
Yeah, anything that's gonna have triple ink strikes, which is just such a good, it's just such a good special in today's meta that it's always really good to pick. But I feel like most of the chargers, especially some of these splat chargers like Zekofin and the new Camo charger, are just overshadowed by something like Pencil, even the E-Leader sometimes. Pencil is just so dominant in today's meta, especially with the cooler options. And it only looks like one team has a cooler right now, that Dynamo, but I am wondering if they're going to switch off the Dynamo because it does somewhat struggle in these open maps like Robo Ramen.
Yeah, especially when it's out in the open, either the backline or any of the long range weapons can easily take out the dynamo. But we're gonna find out soon enough as we get started in game number 2 here, folks. And I am seeing I think I'm seeing a few new changes coming from Last Respects, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like instead of the Dynamo, they've now switched to a heavy edit, as well as running a mirror for the Splattershot Pro with the Tenta missiles, the Frozen Pro, I believe. Looks like they're going to still run Reef Cheese. They're going to have a Crab Tank to help them push in. But on Pandemonium side, doesn't even look like they've changed anything. That Stamper, he's going to try and push in, maybe take a pick on that Crab. Oh, the Crab, that's a good pick on the Crab. It gets a kill on the Pro. This Pro looks like he's going to get missiles out for their team soon.
By the looks of it, it seems like they're just holding it just a little bit longer, which honestly, fair enough, because with the missiles, this does enable the team, the Slayers specifically, to go into their base. But it looks like the Pro is taken out from the side of Last Respects. But I did see the missiles being coming out from the Pro in Pandemonium, and oh my goodness, it looks like Pandemonium is just going in.
Oh my god, the dualies. He gets picked off. This is unfortunate. Pandemonium is 2 down, 3 down, and they've only killed the Stamper. Pandemonium is just getting such a huge lead here. Last Respects is being pushed back to their spawn. They can't get a push out. Maybe they can get something out here if they get something like a Reef Slider or a Crab Tank. Especially with that cooler out now, they just popped a Crab Tank. Their Splattershot Pro nearly has missiles ready. And a Reef Slider. They're going to cheese the zone. Great job from their Dapple Doolies.
Yeah, very great job coming from the Dapple Doolies there, but unfortunately they did get taken out by the Stamper there, and now we do see Pandemonium now using their specials to try to retake the zone, and sure enough, they were able to take it, and now they're just going back to where they started before, just going into their base, but you gotta be careful, because once you go in, you gotta make sure to paint up everything, otherwise there's always bound to be a shark there, specifically the Dapples, able to take out the Knots. So this does allow Last Respects to try to retake the zone. But by the looks of it, they seem to be pretty struggling, but they were able to take out the Splattershot Pro and able to retake the zone. Very nice.
Yeah, and they get 3 down. It's just the Zekofin. If they play fast here, they can make... Oh, but the Zekofin gets a good pick. A good 2 picks. And his strikes ready. Okay. The question is, though, they do have Slider and Missiles ready. When will they use them? To push back the team? Or to cheese the zone?
Well, by the looks of it, it seems like they were able to thanks to the paint up the zone quickly thanks to the missiles here. But yeah, honestly, from the looks of it, we've been seeing a lot of constant back and forth coming from both of these teams here. But as of right now, though, Pandemonium seems to be taking a lot of control here, and now we see that both the Crab and the Reef Slider being released from Last Respects here, and this does allow them to retake the zone here. Remember, folks, the one important thing that both of these teams need to do is try to be in front of in front of the objective. That'll definitely increase your chance in getting a lockout.
Looks like they pop strikes, but they get 2 kills from that. But admittedly, the Pro and the Crab are gonna have missiles and Crab ready respectively, which means that they can get a great push here. It's anyone's game right now. 49 points versus 26, very close. They pop out an early Crab. They get a huge pick and a Reef Slider. Wow. A retake
Wow.
zone.
Yeah, wow, indeed. Yeah, they were able to retake their zone immediately, thanks with the help of the Crab and the Reef Slider, as always. But we do see that the Zipcaster is being coming out from Pandemonium, sorry, and they were able to
Pandemonium,
take
yeah.
out, yeah, they were able to take out one player, and I believe that was the Dread, yes. And they were also able to take out the Dapples. Really huge picks coming from the Stamper.
Yeah, and they take out their cooler weapon as well. This is huge, even if they've traded with the Stamper. But it looks like that Pandemonium Pro is going to get missiles out, which is going to be devastating because they're already counting down at 17, 16. It's going to be a really close game if they don't cap it. But they do flip the zone. Now, will we take them into overtime, or are they going to lose?
Well, only these next 10 seconds will tell, folks. But we see the pro just amazingly able to take out 2 players coming from Last Respects here, and now I thought for a second this was
So
going.
close.
I thought for a second this was going. We were about to see a retake there of the zone, but unfortunately, though, I think a couple of members from Last Respects, sorry, were unable to capture the zone due to the lack of players that were respawning. But yeah, that is it for both of these teams. Um, yeah, honestly, that was really incredible. Just watching this intense back and forth between both Pandemonium and Last Respects.
Yeah, I agree, Sib. It looked like a really close match for the second zones one. Honestly, I thought the that Last Respect was actually going to be able to maybe pull out a clutch win because they had a slider ready, and I was thinking they were going to cheese and flip the zone, maybe hold it for a bit longer. But they were unfortunately unlucky. That Splattershot Pro for Pandemonium, they were doing great. They got 2 kills at the end, entirely stopped that push. Even the heavy edit couldn't save them.
Yeah. But with all that being said, though, great job to Pandemonium for taking the first round. For Last Respects, this isn't the end just yet. You still have a few more tries. These next couple of rounds. So don't give up just yet. Don't let that mentality get to you. It's only the first round. Anything can happen in these next couple of rounds here, folks. But yeah, so far, if we take a look in the Academy Showcase, Sendu, we do see that Indivisible was able to win 2-0 against Super Whimsical Insane Group, and Quick Claw was able to win 2-0 against Freshly Picked. Oh boy, this
Dominating
is
pull.
Yeah, this is a
Oof.
dominating full for sure.
Okay, looks like we have Super Whimsical, freshly picked, and Last Respects in Sophomore. Meanwhile, for our seniors, we have Indivisible, Critters Inc., Quick Claw, and Pandemonium going up against each other in the semis. So I'm really hoping this is going to be a super intense match. Pandemonium was doing great. I cannot wait to see their next games.
Yeah, we cannot wait here, folks. So before we just wait it out, um, we're just currently waiting for who will be spectating, um, in round two here. Um, yeah, like honestly, like let's just take a look back on what we witnessed from both of these teams, some of their strengths and weaknesses. What were some of the strengths and weaknesses that you've noticed, Umbra?
Well, it looks like Team Pandemonium, great single player mechanics and strength. They're able to play by themselves and get a lot of kills, but they're also able to have a lot of team coordination. Whereas I think that they're sometimes struggling with their special usage, as in not knowing when to use the specials or using them too late, too early. Looked like mostly the same for Last Respects, but they weren't as coordinated. Especially when I talked about that right side of the checkpoint, they were all just clumped up over there, and Pandemonium just completely went the left side. There was no defense over there. So what Last Respect looks like they need to focus on right now is keeping a spread out defense that can come together if necessary to defend one flank or push, but not specifically focusing on one side of the map. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah,
take a quick break now for the next round.
yes. Give us a couple of minutes here, folks, as we are going to switch things up here. So stay tuned.